Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here with us this evening. This is the Eternity Earn podcast number 5. We are on Wednesday, the 27th. And look, guys, everything's looking fantastic here. We crossed last night during the podcast the 1 million crow ceiling that we were going to reach way ahead of time, and we're staying above it. Even understanding that today is generally the first round of investors that got in on the first day of the launch here at the miner. Today's our claim day, and we're seeing some wonderful folks that bought into what Eternity Earn is about, which is a passive income system, paying you up to 8% daily rewards with a strategy for optimizing your earnings of 6 days compounding and 1 day claims of up to 8% on that 7th day. That is an optimal strategy that's going to give every single one of us a chance to compound and see a massive growth through the contract, through the way the whole ecosystem has been created. And it's a very fair system, really preventing anyone that comes in and wants to get that up to 8% from abusing really the system and the liquidity pool that's there for all of us to grow and to benefit from and have that passive income for long term. If they compound more than that, 1 day per week, their return is going to diminish from the up to 8% down to 7 and 6, 5. It can really go all the way down to 1% to protect the rest of the community. It's kind of an instant karma, I like to call it, system. And we've been very happy with the results, because if you follow the 6-to-1 strategy, you're really going to have the most optimal performance of the investment. You're going to be able to take your initial investment back fairly quickly with that 1 day a week payday, which is absolutely fantastic, up to 8%. And the other 6 days, you're compounding. So after you get your initials back, you're pretty much you're on the water. You're sailing, guys. You're having an incredible weekly passive income play from an investment that's just going to really continue to grow as the community grows. We see a lot of you getting very, let's say, hands-on, and having an initiative to even bring other investors that in the community of crypto. There's some people in here that are going and crossing over those lines and going to fiat and their friends in the real world. And we got a couple of people here. We've got a superstar already just in the first week who's just killing it. This guy's absolutely out there, winning hearts and minds, driving to people's home. We're going to get an update from Mr. Brad. We've got a motto here. Why do we need a Chad when we have a Brad? This guy's just being fantastic. And that's kind of an inside joke for a lot of crypto people that understand what a Chad is. So, guys, it's really beautiful. 807 users. The growth has been amazing, and we're just starting to really see that takeoff, that community growth, more people coming, learning, building teams, and preparing for the most exciting thing. Which this is very exciting, of course. Our miner giving you up to 8% with that 1 day a week payout. It's incredible, but we've got something even better, which is our phase 2. It's something that as every day passes and we get closer to our phase 2 launch, which is our drip clone upgrade, that a lot of folks are excited about. There's a lot of growth. You have up to 15 levels of rewards that are just trickling up to you on a daily basis from everyone that's involved in the system, and the growth is something incredible. We encourage folks to really invest into both systems, see which one really adapts to your goals, your training style, what passive income you're looking for. If you're going to network a lot, it's an incredible system for rewards. So they have their pluses and minuses as far as like what you want to do. And we ask that you get involved, you see which one adapts, or play both at the same time. Why not? They're really fantastic. And one of the great things about Eternity is that we're using this miner to add liquidity in the beginning to our token, because Eternity Earn the miner is not a chart. This is a perfect investment if you just want to invest and not have to look at a chart. Go walk your dog, go enjoy with your family, guys, and go live life while the the compounding magic is actually happening for you. So with that said, I'm going to open it up here to Steve H., who's my other founder in the project. We've got a big team, and he's in charge of marketing and bringing some great opportunities that I want him to update you on. We launched this project in a stealth mode. We wanted everyone to get educated first to understand the system so that when new investors came in, we had an army of investors here waiting for them with open arms to explain the investment and show them the strategy and just provide the tools and all the information so that everyone could understand how the investment works and take advantage of the great community. And now that that's accomplished, Steve has pretty much kicked into gear his amazing machine over there. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Mr. Steve, and thank you for being here tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hello, everyone. Exciting day. We have just begun our official marketing campaign. We are trending #1 on CMS. We'll be doing quite a few of these. I know this is small stuff, but we start small, we start building. I will be having some great Twitter posts and promotions coming up. Those will be, I believe, this evening. I don't want to make any promises. Sometimes influencers, we got to deal with their life schedules. And, as we move forward, the marketing will grow and it'll grow at a rapid pace. I am in talks with 2 large verified Twitter channels. Those ones we believe we can have up here fairly quick. One of them is getting off of a flight here in about an hour. So I will keep you guys posted, and I'll be posting all of our hits throughout the Telegram for you guys to go show some love, leave some good comments. We will also be trying to push forward a few from verified accounts to be a trending comment on CZ, his profile, one of his tweets, and also on Elon Musk's. So it will grow. The marketing budget and campaign will grow quickly the further we move forward. And we're going to be happy to invite all the new investors come in and everybody show them some love too. So moving forward, we will be expanding upon just kind of, I won't use the word I want to use, but some of the smaller marketing tasks will become bigger and bigger. And the real heavy marketing push that we're going to be doing with some of the big boys is going to be for the upcoming launch. So that's really the important thing to remember here, is that is the foundation, the base of our ecosystem. So we want to save and make sure that we are leaving a large enough budget that we can make that thing go boom. And that's really the plan here. We'll be pushing things forward and moving it forward in a sustainable way, a good pace moving forward up to that point, and then we're going to rocket it. So a lot of good stuff coming. I'm excited to be starting the heavier work now, the heavier lifting. And, I'll show you guys what I can do. You don't have to trust me, but I think I'll earn it. So we will be doing very well here shortly as far as the outreach. In addition to that, at the end of this AMA, I may have another thing I'm going to be dropping that I believe will be ready in time. If not, it will be coming out pretty shortly after this AMA finishes. So I'm excited to show you guys that and give you guys some tools to be able to use and utilize your skills along with the info and the tools that we give you to give you the best chances and the best odds at basically being able to onboard as many people as you can and increase the profit that you're making from referral rewards. Because guys, that 12%, it can add up. It can add up to huge numbers. So we want to make sure all of you have the tools to benefit in the best way possible that you can. So that's going to be it for now. There are smaller Telegram groups, call groups that we will be utilizing. Depending on how GD they are, I may not post them in the chat, but I have a specific list that is to be used based on traction, retention rate, and then also the onboarding rate. We have analyzed between the difference of a regular token and of a miner, what the difference is and what the retention rate will be. But we're targeting groups and areas that we know will be most effective. And last of all, we will have an AMA coming up in a different call group. I hope everybody can join us there. show that lounge, that AMA channel, some support. I'll be announcing that here shortly once the time is confirmed, but it will either be tomorrow evening before the 7 p.m. AMA, or it will be the following day. I will announce the time if that is the case. But this is just the beginning, guys. We got big stuff coming, and I'm happy to be rocking and rolling now. So thank you very much.
All right, Steve, thank you very much for that update. I know that the community's been commenting and looking forward to getting to that stage where we're going to start to roll out the marketing, understanding that with that comes a great responsibility for us, the team, that when we go out there and we start talking about this amazing project, and we start getting folks over here, we want as a community to be ready to really explain to them what they're getting involved with, what the great opportunities is for themselves, and how to really optimize the investment. We don't want people coming thinking this is a token and really not having a strategy to optimize that. If they're going to sit and hit the claim button, the rewards are going to go down. They're going to start saying, "Hey, I put $1,000 in this, and I'm only getting $20 a day. What's going on here? Where's my up to 8%?" And that's not what we're about. We want to show everyone really the great potential, and it's really easy, especially on this phase one minor. A lot more complicated in our phase two. With that said, we're going to have some education that we're going to put out here for you, all of you, to start understanding. We're going to give you some video references to get some knowledge, understanding of how our phase two DRIP 2.0 upgrade clone is going to be operating, which is absolutely fantastic. That we also want everyone to understand, to learn, and to be able to explain to those new investors that are coming, as well as excuse me, sir.
Yeah, how you doing?
Sir, I'm fine. I'm conducting a recording. Do you have a question, sir?
No, I just want to request for a job and internship.
Okay, one of our admins or moderators is going to contact you, sir. If you don't mind, muting yourself and letting me continue with the recording.
Okay, you can just send me a DM.
Go ahead, Alice. I'll take care of it.
Thank you, sir. So yeah, that's a big responsibility. So we understand Steve is a master of marketing. That's why he's involved in this project, and a founding member. Marketing is really the lifeblood of the community and growing that community, growing the investment. As if you guys are experienced crypto investors, you understand it's an essential part. But this is not your typical token project, pump it up, all of the stuff that you see everywhere. That would be reckless, that would be irresponsible. This is a passive income play where we're actually trying to take those people that have taken those losses, and we're putting in their hands a project that, if they understand it and they have the patience, they're going to be able to recover those losses. I've personally taken losses in this business over the past year. It's been really hard for me, as well as a lot of other people. There was a gentleman that we were talking in a chat today through the main group here, and we've connected with each other before. He came here a few days ago asking questions, and today he took an $8,000 loss on a leverage trade, and that's something that I personally have done numerous times. So I could really connect and I could really relate to him, and it was sad because I know how painful and depressing. There's a lot of self-hate that comes with losses, and when you're investing, especially with leverage. But you can even do it without leverage on a token project. You come in here, you invest into it, you're trying to get your 10x, 20x, and there come the whales, and there come the evildoers, or they'll rug you. And we've all faced that. Most of us who are here as crypto investors, and the whole, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm an idiot. I I didn't control my greed. I should have taken profits. And then at times that you do take profits, you see the thing just completely explode in your face, and you're like, "Wow, why was I such an idiot?" So you're in this constant guessing game, and the whole trajectory mentally is really draining on us. It's something that I like I said, I've been through, and to see this man have that loss today, and I had a good conversation because I told him, "Listen, I know what you're feeling. You know, this is one of the reasons that we created this, that we're here doing this for people." I almost had a heart attack in the chair that I'm sitting in last year. I had to take a very, very big loss. And the beauty about this is that you can make your investment into this and you can go live your life. You don't have to sit behind a chart every single day. You can do as little as you want. You can not have to constantly add more funds. You can start with a little bit of an amount. You can compound that amount, and you can continue to grow your investment. Or you can become more active, and you can start talking to other investors that you met. Go out like Brad, who we're going to ask for an update from. Go out and start to speak to other folks, friends you have or family members. There's many ways for you to increase that, and that's what I told this gentleman after he took that loss today. I said, you need to step back for a second, and you need to let your crypto in the right investment with a high return. You can let it do the compounding work for you, and you don't have to put yourself through that stress constantly of trying to maximize your investment to get that 100x, to get that super amazing trade. One of the things I learned as a trader was when I first saw a compounding calculator, it was something that really blew me away because I was always trying to get the home run, always, every day. I'm doing a 50x leverage trade, or 100x or 25x. To me was like slow and boring, because I had to hit it out of the park. I always had to win, and with that comes a huge amount of risk. And you can win, but you can also lose. It's a double-edged sword. And that is something that if you are able to come into a project like this, and you see that compounding calculator shows you, if you just get a 1-2% win per day, let's say a Monday through Friday, 5 times per week, as a professional trader, sitting at a desk, you with a very small amount could make millions. With a small base hit, you can grow. And that helped me a lot. But honestly, knowing that, the temptation of being able to just, slide the bar, and instead of, a 3x or a 2x trade, to go to a 20x, to go to a 50x. I don't know if any of you really have leverage trade, but it's extremely easy to get a lot of leverage behind your trade. And, the human greed is something serious. And that's another part about this investment, is that, some of the people that are getting into this projects, they're seeing some incredible, rewards that in just a week are really in front of them. And they also have to battle with that. Say, hey, I got this great reward that I've got today. I've invited people, I've gotten the referrals. I want to take the funds. And there's that temptation, that greed that's talking to you and saying, hey, just take it. But if you follow the 6-to-1, you do that sacrifice, you do that compounding for 6 days, you wait for that 7th day. You're gonna really appreciate it. You know that you're gonna get your initials back quickly. You're gonna know that your compounding magic is really gonna take off, and you're gonna grow a lot. And this takes a lot of the edge. So I hope that young man, he's going to step away. He's going to take a step back. Generally, when you take a big loss like that in crypto, you need to go find yourself, take a couple of days off, get over the pain, the hurt, the self-hate of, oh man, why did I do that? I should have been more careful. And I let him know, look, you got a community of people here. A lot of folks that are in this investment, and not just this one, but most, have taken a lot of losses, guys, this year. This is an opportunity for all of us to really turn it around, have the patience, learn how to be a more long-term, mature investor, and let let the compounding work for you and get those wins instead of being out there every day chasing your tail, trying to find the next little token and project that you're going to cheat on and you're going to try to, get rich off in one day. So I'm glad to be a part of this. I'm glad to bring this to you guys. I hope that what I'm saying maybe resonates with some of you. Maybe you've experienced something like this gentleman or myself, and you see the value of being here. You see the value of a long-term play. You see the value of an 8% paycheck a week. You see the value of the phase 2 that's coming. That is going to give up to 15 levels of rewards. So look, we're here to continue. We're here to bring that phase 2 to you. We're here to, like I told this gentleman, be a community. If we need to cry together, if we need to counsel each other, motivate each other, let's do that. Let's all find the redemption road. I even told him, look, this is like rehab for degenerate traders, because here you get to step away, stop the addiction, stop the impulsive emotional trade, and let the crypto grow with the compounding. It doesn't fail. It's mathematically all law. Math is law. It doesn't fail. We just have to step out of the way. We have to understand that our strategies, our greed or our fear, sometimes our fear paralyzes us after taking a couple L's, and then we miss the good opportunity. So, with that said, I want to see Mr. Brad. Are you here today, sir, with us?
Always, bro. Always.
Okay, man. Thank you for being here, man. And I want a Brad update, because you have proven yourself to have taken this project to heart and found it to really be an opportunity that you could capitalize on by going out there and speaking to folks. Because realistically, who doesn't want to have up to 8% a day, follow a 6-to-1 strategy, and on the 7th day, pay yourself a really, really nice, passive income going forward. And after you recover your initials, you're pretty much, you're on the water sailing at this point. Brad, I'm gonna turn it over to you. I'd really love to hear what's been happening and how your progress has been going. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So today was another very productive day. What I'm starting to find now is that the 6 degrees of separation is starting to kick in, and the people that were joined up on days 1 to 4 are starting to see very nice rewards. They're talking to their friends and family, and I have literally never been this busy in my entire life. I went to sleep last night at 5:30 in the morning, but that was because we chilled after the AMA and whatnot. I was up at 8:30. I've literally slept for 3 hours. I woke up to go to the toilet as you do. I had so many messages on my phone WhatsApp messages that I couldn't ignore it. Before I knew it, it was 10:30. I had a schedule for the day of people I was going to meet, explaining all of this, because this is crazy. Not a single person involved with me and my team is my investors, not my team. None of them know about crypto, not a single one of them. This is fresh to everybody, and I'm driving around all day, literally driving to people's houses and signing them up. It is just incredible. I didn't actually have enough time today to see all of the people that wanted to see me. It is crazy. Because of the 24-hour whitelist thing on MetaMask, when you do a new wallet, I've got people that I signed up yesterday, but they couldn't make deposits, that I had to go and finish that. New people that wanted information, wanted to see the visuals, because I'm keeping spreadsheets of all of my tracking my own investments. You can tell people stuff, but showing the visuals, in my opinion, really helps. Being completely transparent and honest really helps. And yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. There's not all of these people are signed up. But let me just check the actual numbers here. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There's 24 people now who want to be on board with me. I think like 19 of them are signed up. 3 of them are in the 24-hour whitelist stage, and tomorrow I'm doing the same thing again. Just going to see these people, getting I call it phase 1 of the setup, which is, downloading crypto.com, adding their credit card, buying the Crow, transferring it to MetaMask, adding the Kronos network to MetaMask. And then before you actually transfer the funds across, you have to wait 24 hours on new wallets. And then that is what I call phase 2, when I physically transfer it over and put the, get the referral link in there and deposit, and then they're in. And so I mean, I'm at the point, I am not a greedy guy at all. I have actually given 4 of my referrals to my best friend, because he's not in a great financial position. He works really, really hard, and he's got a daughter, a newborn, and he could just really do with some luck. He's not had much luck in his life, but he's, a solid guy. His morals are fantastic. He's absolutely lovely, and I just really want to help him. And I've actually given 3 of my referrals directly to him. He's got 1 of his own, and when he takes his first payment, he's going to create another wallet, and bang, he's got his 5 wallets to become his own syndicate leader and join phase 2. One of my original investors went out and got 3 of his own people, and then he's now got another 2, so he's up to 5. Bang, he's his own syndicate leader. Like, this is absolutely popping. Phase 2 hasn't even started. I mean, I couldn't promote this project anymore if I tried. Well, I could, but I don't have the time to.
You sound tired, Brad. Have you gotten any sleep, man?
Literally 3 hours, dude. I'm not kidding.
I could tell in your voice. I could tell in your voice.
You announcing phase 2. I think phase 2 is I might be hiring you to come help me, because you're kicking some ass, brother.
Steve, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'm always available for a job, Atlas. Get me on board, bro.
Well, man, you already are the exemplary investor here, man. We've been inspired since the first time that I heard you talk here. There's always the hope, and there's always the inspiration, and for me, being in business and creating businesses, I've always seen superstars develop, and I didn't know when, I didn't know how, but I knew eventually they would happen. On the first week, to have a young man come here and tell me that he already got 19 people he drove to their homes, people that were not even in crypto. You blew the lid off of any sort of expectation that I had preconceived or imagined, and you inspired me. It was a sign to me, and I think to the rest of the team here, that we were really providing something that we understood the opportunity. That's why we're doing it. But to see that someone understood it right away and said, "Wait, hold on! Like, compounding, up to 8% a day. This is fantastic. This could be an income. I could potentially even leave my job and do this investment thing full time, and then I can also earn from referrals 12%. That's massive. And wait, hold on. But I don't know if my friend would want, 12% being taken away from their deposit. But whoa, wait, hold on. No, they're not affected. There's only a 5% fee to enter, one-time fee to enter, and then a one-time 5% to withdraw. The actual 12% that I'm earning is from the smart contract, from the whole pool of investors, instantly, immediately. And then every day when all of us come and we hit the compound button, the person that referred us is receiving that, reward. It's not as big as the 12% from the full deposit, but everything adds up when you're compounding. Cents become dollars, dollars become tens of dollars, and tens of dollars become hundreds of dollars become thousands of dollars, and thousands of dollars become hundreds of thousands of dollars and so forth and so on. You see how it works. We all understand how it works. It's not hard, but the initiative that you've displayed here, it's amazing. That type of dedication, especially in the beginning, where you understand that the work you're putting in today, that dollar today is so much more tomorrow. It's almost that if you put the work in now, you understand that your tomorrow is pretty much something that you've set yourself up in this investment. Some folks already have a lot of money. Maybe they want to put $10,000, $100,000 into a system like this, and I'm pretty sure we'll see that. And they don't really have to put a lot of work into it. But the little guy that's sitting there, that's struggling, that maybe has 2 jobs, that has a family, that needs to put food on the table, that is looking for something else, something that is going to take him to that next level, or someone that's coming like me from the trading background, and wants to recover losses, or someone that wants to start a business, wants to buy some real estate, and they don't have the down payment, they don't have the way to do it. This is a system that gives you cash flow. After you get that initial back, following the 6-to-1, you're cash flowing, guys. You've got what DeFi should be: your money working for you, it being a slave to you, it's servicing your needs, it growing your net worth, and giving you the opportunities to do the things that you want to do with your life, with your family. So look, Brad, thank you. Thank you for that update, man. You're absolutely on fire, bro. I want to applaud you. And I think a lot of the people here also feel the same way. Thank you, sir.
You for creating this project, bro, because as I keep saying, and people are going to be bored of hearing it, it's not me, it's the project. Because like my best friend Liam, for example, that I was mentioning there, he was so thrilled to be involved. But then when I started telling him about phase 2, and you got to get 5 people in this, he was he wasn't put off, but he was like, oh, I think I'll just do phase 1. And like now he rings me 6-7 times a day. I've spoke to this person, I spoke to that person. But the main thing that everybody's saying to me, because I'm getting DMs left, right, and center, as you could probably imagine, is, oh, like, dude, what are you doing? Like how are you doing this? How are you having this success? And it's it's the same answer to everyone. Like somebody said to me, oh, what's your sales pitch? And I said, there is no sales pitch. I'm a good talker for sure. I could, but that's just because I'm a friendly guy. But there's no sales pitch. I'm just promoting hard numbers, facts, and for sure Excel spreadsheet is helping, because you can tell someone whatever you want, but showing them, this is what I did day 1, this is where it was day 2, day 3, day 4, we're now on day 6, I'm about to make my first claim day 7, or adopting whatever strategies. Math does not lie. The numbers are there, the project's fantastic. You just got to get
And that's brilliant. That's brilliant, Brad, that you're putting into the Excel. I know for me, I'm a visual person, and when I see things in black and white, and I understand numbers, and the fact that someone's taken the care to give it the seriousness to log it, right, and to see that exponential growth, because we're all compounding here, and we're all seeing these numbers that just keep increasing. And saying it is one thing, but when you're putting that in front of people, I think it shows that you're taking it serious, and you're giving them a chance to let their eyes, absorb that and look at it. And as you know, it's truth. It's there, and that's a brilliant thing. I haven't thought about that. If anybody here is listening, and you want to be active and you want to go out there, I think that would be a great tool. One of the great things, remember, Brad, when we first talked that first night, SK, Crypto K from YouTube, who has 10,000 people under him in Drip. He told us his story. We have it here recorded on that podcast. And he did the same thing. He went door to door to his friends, co-workers, people he went to school with. And, he got to the point that he said he was going nuts, like repeating, explaining to everyone how the system worked, teaching them that's how he got into YouTube. He said, I I'm saying the same thing over and over. I just wanted to create something that what I tell every single person individually and put it on YouTube so that they could understand it. And then they would just call me with a couple little follow-up questions. And usually those follow-up questions were also the same. So he made sure in this next video to upgrade it to include that information. And, it just all really kind of clicked for me and made sense how that young man was able to get 10,000 people under him, because he had the same drive and initiative. I'd like to see where you're going to be and how you're going to take this investment to that next level. I want to see you continue. I want to see you stay, like you're doing, in contact with us here and growing in your group. You're under Dilo, which is an amazing leader. We're so excited to see what he's going to do with his, whole syndicate, and you being under his team, the syndicate. The huge growth you're having. I mean, you guys are the success stories that I think really are going to build a narrative and what the brand, what we're trying to do here is really about. And I commend you, man. It's worth getting so little sleep when you understand that the sooner that you're able to either bring more funds to your investment or bring others to investment that are going to come under you, give you that 12% on your deposit, on your compound. The growth, there is no limit to how much you can do. It's just how much work you actually personally want to put into it. I mean, look, we're going to sit here, we're going to do the marketing. We're going to bring other investors to keep that liquidity pool, the LTV, high and growing. Okay, that's important for the investment to work. So we're going to do our part. We're going to do what we're responsible for. But we can't motivate anyone to get off the couch and say, hey, I'm going to get on the phone, I'm going to make some calls. I'm going to talk to somebody and they're either going to like it or they're going to hate it. Next call. Oh, you're interested? Hey, man, I'm going to meet up with you. Go to the next person. We can't do that. But, someone like you, Brad, I think could really transcend that. And maybe someone to say, hey, I think I could do that. I can call maybe one or two people. Let's see. Well, I'm not going to call Dan because no, Dan's very skeptic. He's that guy's, he's going to say, oh man, that shit's a scam. Fuck that. I don't want it. He'll see you, in a couple of weeks or months, upgrading your smile, your life, feeling better. Maybe you purchase that car that you always dreamt about, and Dan will be like, what the fuck? What happened? Like, you're like, hey, well, I continue with that investment. And he'll say, is there still a spot for me? And you'll be like, yeah, man, there's always going to be a spot for you here. I've seen things like that happen before. That's why I mentioned it. So it's not for everyone. Not everyone wants to put the work in, but those that do are going to be, the people are really going to take, I think, the most advantage of this. If you just didn't, walk out of bed and win the lottery, and if you did, you'd probably want to put it in here. They do say that people that win the lottery, generally they're broke within like 3 years. But in a system like this, they could probably, grow exponentially. So, Brad, do you want to comment a little bit more how you've been feeling? And there's always something interesting, the feedback from the investors when they start hitting the compound button, when they are, waiting for that 24-hour period, that whitelist period that you said over at crypto.com, that you can't move your funds. Could you talk a little bit about that, experience of hearing them, and are they grateful? Are they happy that you made that call and got him into this?
Oh, dude, honestly, like the excitement that I am seeing in people, it's fantastic to see, because, obviously this is an investment. This is about making money, but I am trying, I'm trying to bring people with me. I'm trying to take people to the moon with me. This isn't just about me. As I keep mentioning, my best friend and my cousin, two very, very important people in my life. I'm trying to make them successful as well. And the excitement, I get a call. My crow's at 220. I can't believe it. I compounded today already, and it's back at 220 today. I like, Brad, I can't believe this. And the excitement and the joy, the sheer joy of people. My main investor, I would call him, another very close friend who's gone out and got himself 5 investors. He actually gave me one of the people that he got to say thank you. He I mean, when I say my phone doesn't stop ringing, I mean, I love hearing from him, but it's 30 times a day. And I'm not exaggerating, because he loves to press that compound button. He signed his people up, they made their deposits, he got his 12% referral, he did a compound at over 2,000 crow. He could not believe it. It was his second one of the day, obviously not his second one at that high, but I went to see him tonight and I had some dinner with him and his family, and we were outside having a cigarette, and he's like pumping his fists and shaking me, and he's like, "Bro, I can't believe this." And the sheer joy that people involved are experiencing, like, I mean, it's about money, but that is what it's about for me, because I'm taking everyone with me, man. I'm taking everyone. It's so lovely to see. It's a great feeling to earn money, to earn the people you care about money, and to watch the excitement. Because if you've never been involved in any type of project like this, or you've never had any good luck, and you're pressing that compound button and you're refreshing and you're physically watching it, man, it's great. It's a great feeling. Everybody here knows it's a fantastic feeling. So to be able to give that to people, to give that opportunity to people, man, it feels great. Like, I'm in a real good spot right now. I feel really happy. I think I've built some really good karma, and yeah, man. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you for that description, man. That was amazing, man. You really put it into words that we can all understand, because that excitement, like you said, we've all felt it. We all feel it. We want to give it to other people. We want them to grow. We don't want people to stay behind. So, man, again, I appreciate what you're doing for yourself, because it all starts with every single one of us. From me to Steve, to Fortunate, to Pumpty Dumpty, for everyone that has been a part of building this, the integrity, the rules we have to follow. We have to walk the straight path, and we have to keep the investment safe. That's our number one responsibility, safety, and that's the care that was taken from the foundation, which is the most important. That the motor of this is the smart contract and the way that it's set up, and to make it something that we can sleep at night and understand that we're not going to be hacked or exploited like it's happened to farming protocols, where you're already facing impermanent loss. That's something I've never been into, that, because you could have a great investment giving you great APR, and you wake up the next day and it's gone, because you've got two pairs that depending on how the market fluctuates, it could really go against those people in those farming pools instead of staking. We took the time. The team really zeroed in on what the most optimum investment strategies and systems out there were, and we didn't want to invent something out of the box, because that's risky. You don't want to take people's funds into something like, I think it'll work. I hope it'll work. It should work. That's not good enough. You can't do that. You have to find what's working. You have to test it, and you have to make it better. And I'm not one to want to invent the wheel. I want to improve the wheel. I know if you have four wheels in a car and you've got good tires, and you're going to go from point A to point B, right? Pretty safely. We don't need to start creating things in a way that's irresponsible, in my opinion. So it starts with us providing you that safe haven place to come and do business, and as well bring others, because the last thing you want is to bring someone into a bad situation. That's embarrassing. That's hurtful. How do you look at someone in the eyes when things have gone wrong? That's somewhere I don't want to be. I don't want to be having a conversation with any of you saying, "Oh, guys, we did everything. We're sorry." That's not good enough. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to us. It's not fair to anyone's family. So that's where everything began, and now that foundation has been put there, and now we're going to the phase 2. That foundation, we're making huge upgrades onto that contract from scratch, pretty much. And I find comfort in speaking to you, Brad, and anyone else in here, that the care and the time was put into it. Our contractors, who are doing the coding, these guys have been doing smart contracts for over 5 years. They're hundreds, thousands of contracts that have been deployed by these gentlemen. And in this space, you can find someone for a couple $1,000s that'll just copy and paste something. And generally, that's where you see all the problems that happen because they're lazy. They don't have any responsibility or integrity. They just want to make money. And I think, gentlemen, that's what sets us apart. And that's why, we have the investors that we have, the people that have been advising us, like SK and Rude's Lounge, and everyone that's come together to support us because they've been in this business and they're looking to get into projects that they know that it's a solid team and the contracts have been taken care of, and they're not the type of people who are not going to be here tomorrow. So with that said, we always encourage everyone, be careful when you get into an investment. Do your due diligence. See what the founders and the team is about. What kind of a track record? Just because you put a website with a couple flying pigs doesn't make you legit. On the contrary, that's scary to me. I don't want to be involved in something like that. Moving on from that, let's take a little bit of a pause to see if maybe anybody here wants to ask a question or share an experience like Brad. We'd love to hear from you, and then we'll continue with a couple of other parts of the segment tonight.
Strong hand, Scott. You were talking last night. Do you wanna step up? Are you available?
I see Mark is in the house. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I understand some of you might be at dinner with your families or in a commute or in a loud place, but if you'd like to say anything, at any point, you can, get into conversation. We'll go ahead and continue. Actually, I wanted to see Pumpty Dumpty is here with us. Pumpty, you want to talk a little bit? I know you were working on something special for the community today, and I'd love to have you come and talk with us a little bit.
Indeed, man. It started off with Brad, a fellow we met a few days ago, and he just had a great story, and the community ate it all up. Everyone loved it. And so we decided that for our nightly podcast, for everyone who has the best story of the night or, most inspirational story of the night, we will go ahead and chop it up and use it. So last night was Crypto Hustler. Crypto Hustler, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here.
Yeah, man. So the story you told last night, man, was amazing, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and post that in main chat right now. And hopefully everyone that comes along from now on can hear your story and your testimony, just like they heard Brad's. And we're going to continue to build this community up and make it stronger and stronger, man. So you guys go ahead and check main chat. I'll go ahead and post that video. And congratulations, everyone here.
Yo, I appreciate that, Pumpty Dumpty. Atlas, man, I appreciate you, bro. Brad ass, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all are wonderful people, bro. Like I said, man, for you all to establish something like this, it lets everyone know that you just wasn't thinking about yourselves, but you were thinking about the people that was around you. You all have been rugs, you've been in scams and stuff like that. You know how it feels to lose money. So you know how it feels when someone close to you or someone lose money, because not only did that person lose money, but that affected that person's household. That person probably had a child, a family, or anything like that. So like I said, what you guys are doing, man, hats off to you. I actually got my first referral today, man. I was at work, I was chopping up with this lady, and she was like, I'm all about making money, so talk to me. I told her about the project and everything. She never brought a crypto in her life, nothing. I mean, she never had a MetaMask, Trust Wallet, none of that. I set it all up for her today. And she said that in a few days she wanted me to put her husband on. So man, like I said, bro, thanks for bringing it to me. And man, you guys are wonderful, bro. Very, very wonderful. The thing you sent to my inbox, bro, that was amazing, bro. I'm keeping that for forever, dog.
Oh man, Bro, we're happy to hear, man. Congratulations on that first referral, man, out on the streets and meeting somebody and putting him on to a great investment. Proud of you, man, and keep that going. And you're gonna be hearing like Brad saying, the feedback. Hey, I like this. This is coming through. Just imagine. I think most people here have seen the user interface that our incredible in-house branding and graphics professional Gordy has put together and has been slaving away for over a month. When that comes out, gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, it's just going to be game over. That transcends. It speaks professionalism. It was done exactly with all of the thought to convey a message of what this investment really is all about. The safety we've put into it, down to the point that this is an immutable contract, gentlemen. If anyone, even the deployer and ourselves as developers of the project, we can't take this money out. It is impossible. It is locked in there. Everyone has to claim their way out of the pool, and that's the fun part about it. And if somebody wants to sit there and claim, my friend, I hate to tell you the truth. You could like it or you could hate it, but you better learn to love it. It's going to drop from 8 to 7, 6, 2, and even below 1. You're going to be forever and a day if you're trying to take advantage of the system and you're trying to drain the liquidity from the rest of these investors. I'm getting an echo. Did somebody want to say something?
Oh, well, if nobody, I got a little announcement coming up. Give me just a few minutes here.
Is that now Steve H, or is that going to be?
Just trying to hype people up. More is coming. More is coming.
Okay.
Could be in just a minute. So go on.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know if you wanted me to wait. Hey, Padre, Mr. Padre Lee. I don't know. I'm getting feedback. Is it anyone's microphone? Do you guys hear an echo?
It might be Dimon.
Oh, let me. Yeah, I think it's him. Dimitri, did you want to say something? Okay. All right, I've gone ahead and manually muted because we're not getting a response. So he's hot micing there. If you need to be added back and you want to say something, I'd be more than happy to do that. Padre, welcome to tonight's stream. This is podcast number 5. I was actually speaking about a gentleman today that I had a chat with that took a huge loss today, and I didn't name any names, but just going over the investment and how we're looking to take this opportunity from going to losses. As myself as a trader, and a lot of people here in this space have gotten themselves into investments and projects that they've either taken profit too early or been rugged, or been greedy and have lost the investment with whales dumping and all that. So one of the purposes that we're here is to provide that passive income where we can just step away from the chart and we can go walk the dog. We can go live our lives. We can do what true DeFi and passive income is about. We let the smart contract go ahead and tally those rewards and get us our earning up to 8% a day. I don't know if you'd want to talk on the podcast tonight, or if you just want to stay quiet. I'll give you the chance if you want to interact with us to join.
We just hit 1,100 TG members, guys.
All right, let's go.
Went ahead and he posted in the main chat for his project about us. So I'll tell you, it is bullish. It's not a promotion for them, but it is a friend of mine who wanted to pump us up a little and just give us a little shout out there. So hats off to him.
Hey, Steve, can I get let's get this crypto from you?
Let's get this crypto.
All right. Let's go, everybody. And fantastic. Fantastic. Really seems, we got 28 people here tonight and growing. I think this is going to be what we do every night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those, overseas and across the world in time zones that they're not able to attend and share with us through the live podcast. It is recorded. It is posted for folks the next day or in a couple hours to come to, or if they want to go back to any of the other podcast series. Everything's always posted here. Is there anyone that has a comment, a question, wants to share a success story about how their compounding's going, or maybe referrals that they've been able to accomplish in a short amount of time to grow their account? Tell us about a loss. Tell us about a win or something that's happening in your life that you'd like to share, especially if it's relevant to the investment here at Eternity Earn.
Hey Atlas, can you hear me?
Hey, Padre, absolutely. You sound loud and clear, man. Go right ahead.
This is actually my first AMA. I'm putting my kids to bed usually when you guys are having these. So I may have actually missed the answers to sort of the questions that I'm about to ask. So I apologize if you're sort of rehashing things again. But I guess it's just about sustainability. To me, yes, the smart contract is handling everything, and there's as little emotion regarding this project because there's no chart to stare at. People aren't watching it all day long and making decisions because of that. But I guess I just feel like if everyone is compounding 8%, and yes, if they're doing the 6-1, that makes it sustainable. But eventually, you run into the problem of if you don't get enough new money coming in, the rewards aren't sustainable. So if you could address that concern that I have as an investor, I would appreciate that.
Well, absolutely. And that's a great question. And that's something that you're going to find pretty much with any investment. There's been a trend that's developed on the BSE, especially with some of these groups that consider themselves to be, let's say, fantastic, reputable developers. And I don't want to name names if you know what I'm talking about, or who fantastic, because there's several of them. But this trend has really come into doing pre-sales and whitelists worth millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. And that's great for the developer because there's a tax attached to each one of those members that are coming and investing into the project and waiting for their airdrop of their tokens. But the issue is when you do something like that, Padre, you're eliminating the buy pressure. If you've gone out to all of the resources and all the investment community that you're able to show the investment and what the advantages and what it's really about that would merit their interest, would merit their crypto to be invested, you're really putting yourself into a bad situation because there is no buy floor, and then all of the charts look the same. A huge pump, whatever, they're locked for a day or 12 hours or, vested for this period. People are coming, getting their 10x or 5x, and they're leaving over and over again. Our strategy from the beginning was to really be stealth, to keep a very, very small community of investors that we've been on other projects with that we understand that they respect us and we respect them because we've been through the investment process together. And a big part of that is that you're going to hold the floor, that those folks are not going to leave and to just get their X's. I mean, you're seeing that now. Today's a payday. Our small little group of investors are not even taking profits right now. That's why you're seeing the LTV stay where it is because they're here for the long term. Now, to really address your question, just like any other project, you need to create demand for your product. So you start small, you get your community. Padre, this is not a token. This is not a Shiba Inu butthole, safe moon thing, right? This is a passive income investment, and
I
with
think I
that,
one. It's Grandma Poo, Doge Floki, Metaverse. I will rug you, Inu.
good one, Steve, good one. We don't want folks coming here, Padre, to not understand the investment, start hitting the claim button because they just say, hey, I'm going to invest my money. I put it into this pool. I can never get it back unless I claim. So I'm just going to sit here and try to get that 8%. And then they're going to put the 1,000, be getting, $15 a day and start complaining in our Telegram chat and feeling like they were misled. That's not what this is about. So the first thing that we're really, our method is to educate every investor that comes here. Before they interact with the contract, they understand the rules of the game because it keeps it healthy. To do that, we also need our base, our starting community that you see here, understanding the product, understanding how it actually works, the optimal strategy. And once we have that, we're able to go out there, Padre, and you just heard from Steve H. He's a marketing wizard. He's been in this business for years. He's the best of the best. He's known, beyond that, as being the most honest guy in crypto marketing game. If there's any issue, if it wasn't on time, Steve H always gives you a refund. He always pays you back. And where most people, they're like, hey, sorry, I got your crypto. What are you going to do? He's a part of this because of that reputation as a person who is not going to rip you off, and he's going to provide you a service, and he has the contacts. Hundreds of people owe STH, favors. He has those contacts. So the main part is, of course, marketing, as it is with any other project. It's a different type of marketing because it's not here's the token, go to PooCoin or Dex stools and just buy it and hold and, pray. That's not what it's about. So that's, where the longevity and bringing new investors comes from. That's the guaranteed, method to grow it, but in a way that the materials are going to be here. They're going to be able to see videos. And these are things that we're preparing. And we're also having a little bit of an issue because our main user interface is complete, but it has to be tied into the front end of the D app. Okay. Everything has to be connected together. So we're moving in a way, Padre, that is an integrity and also responsibility so that folks don't get wrecked in this investment, that they understand it and they don't hurt the LTV and they're able to grow along with all of us. So marketing, the second part, is a component of the six degrees of separation, where some people here, like Brad, I think in a matter of 2 days, he went to 19 people's homes. He drove to these people's homes who are in fiat. None of them have ever used crypto or MetaMask or Trust Wallet or interacted with a D app or a smart contract in their life. He signed them up on crypto.com. They had to wait 24 hours to be able to move their investment. And we're going to be, bring this beautiful interface to a mobile device, near you. You're going to be able to download this and, onboard a friend. Let's say you're sitting at a cafe and you tell them about the investment. You pull out your app on your phone. You show them your QR code. They've downloaded, the same application to get your QR code. Now they're under you, either on the phase one miner or on the drip upgrade clone, and they can bring their credit card and they could come into the project without ever having to go to MetaMask, Coinbase, FTX, Binance, for example. We're going to make it so simple for folks to take advantage of this. So growth is actually what we're most excited about. Growth is and bringing people to this investment is where we feel we're the most confident as to what our capabilities are, because we understand that everyone would love to have an 8% payday in their week, compounding for 6 days, getting their initial out in a couple of weeks, and then sailing on the water for the rest with pure profit. We just have to make it simple. And there's going to be some superstars. Maybe someone, you bring them in, they're not going to be very active. They got a job, they got a family, but maybe they find another person. That person's going to be a Brad, and that person's going to say, hey, I can make 12% on every deposit, plus the compounds on a daily basis. And with our phase 2, our drip, it's 15 levels of rewards, gentlemen. You can put as much effort into this as you want. And we're not expecting everyone here to take that initiative, to be that motivated, to want to grow and become a whale very fast, very early, put their hard work in, maybe even possibly burn out. But understanding that in 3 months, 6 months, a year, a couple $100 is a huge amount of money at that time. Massive amount of money. I hope that answers your question, Potter. Sorry, it's a little bit long-winded, but I wanted to really touch on what our strategy is. Go ahead.
So I hear what you're saying in the approach towards growing and marketing. I guess having been involved in a lot of node projects, and I know you're not a node project, but the fundamental flaw or the serious issue that all the node projects ran into is they ran a promotional 6% per day, whatever, at the beginning to attract capital, and then they have to quickly backtrack, not very far down the road, maybe even within a 1 month time frame or a couple of week time frame. It's not a sustainable interest rate because people compound, and when you're earning 8% daily and you're compounding, that compounding effect, as you saw from our little calculator, is incredible. But it's so incredible that the large wallets get extremely large. And when these, I mean, sure, let's say they're friendly whales and they're going to stick to the 6-1 rule or whatever, but eventually I just don't see how 8% is sustainable, no matter if we're bringing an army in. It's just the compounding effect is exponential, but our ability to bring in people is not as exponential.
Have you seen the baked beans? Have you seen the baked beans? Padre.
That's just my main concern is I've just seen it so many times, no matter how much hype, no matter how much interest there is in the market. They're even questioning 1% daily reward being unsustainable in most node projects, and they're moving towards a lower reward. So I guess that's just been my experience. So I don't know how this 8% will work out in the long run.
Well, you don't have to believe or trust me. Have you invested in baked beans? Or
no, that's the thing. It's like I don't know baked beans from a
okay. Well,
this is my first exposure. But
let's start there.
Give me their success story. It sounded like they were incredibly successful. So it can work, but just give me the comparison then to what they were able to do and what percentage they were paying out and such.
They were actually following the same guidelines because we're following their guidelines. So like I told you, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel here, and we're not trying to invent something to see if it works. We're going with what's proven. They have been live for over 180 days, reaching $14 million LTV. Okay, and everyone in that project that's followed the 6-1 has done quite well. It's been extremely sustainable, and they've inspired us to take a page and look at that contract and understand how they did it. And they don't have the resources or the skills or the connections or the foresight that we have of going and attacking really aggressively the nurse, the Uber driver, the regular Joe that's not even in crypto. They're just dealing with people that are investors in the space who are, quote unquote experts that get into projects all the time, and they're looking for these high ROI DApps, and we've seen it be successful 100%. So that's how sure we are that this works and how sustainable it works. And you're taking what someone else has done and you're bringing so many more components on the marketing of getting people educated and understanding and being able to grow those syndicates. And they just have one part of the puzzle. We have two systems, Padre. We've got the miner, which is Eternity Earn, and then we've got the phase 2, which is the upgraded drip. where if you would have put $1,000 into that a year ago, it'd be around $1.26 million today. It's sustainable. And we're going even further, sir. And we're combining both of the ecosystem, the contracts, to balance each other out. The liquidity pool from one to the other, the minor 5% fees, we're not using that as salaries. We're using that for some marketing purposes, but the mean, let's say, percentage of those 5% fees are going to feed the liquidity pool of the other system that's only doing a payout of 2%, which is still double of what the 1% of drip is. But we've taken drip and we've completely changed it to make it fair for the little guy that's coming after, and change the tax structure so that people don't grow too big. There's some changes we're going to be doing to this element as well, incorporating some higher levels of whale taxes as well to balance things out. So I hope I'm answering your questions, and I don't want to dismiss your concern, but I do want to address that it's worked, it's working, it's safe, and we've incorporated with two, not one product, and we're balancing both of them to make sure that everyone's getting the return, everyone's educated, everyone's following the strategy, and everyone's optimizing the investment. So we stand greatly behind it. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to make it better. And we're going much further and much deeper, and we're making it much more sustainable for the long term. Does that answer a bit of your concern?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, and no one can predict the future, and I appreciate your confidence and also your belief in what and the skill set of the people on the team. And it's good to hear that there is a success example out there that has done well for 5 months plus, which is an eternity in this space. So if they've survived this long and reached an TVL of double-digit millions, it's proof that it can be sustainable. And so yeah, like, I mean, it's exciting. But it's, I guess, it's still highly speculative. So that's why I'm here. I want to listen to the team. I want to hear people's skill sets. I want to know who I'm dealing with and what I'm dealing with. And so I appreciate all your answers. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. And I would not use that word speculative. I'm an investor. I'm a business person, and I generally have tend to grow to understand time and time again that past performance generally equals future performance. And that comes from the team. That comes also from the technology, the product. And I've always been of the belief, if that person or that company can do it and prove the business model and make it sustainable, you can best believe there's going to be people that are going to come into the space and they're going to try to get market share. The difficult part, Padre, is when you've got a great idea, you've got a great concept, and it hasn't been proven on a sustainable basis. That's the issue, and that project's doing very well. There's been many copycats. Generally, people that don't have the skills, don't have the experience in the marketing, don't really know how to hold a community, motivate them, expand, give them the tools for them to go out and really create their syndicate and take this to another level. That's all been thought of, and that's all been addressed, and that's all been planned. We are way ahead of schedule. Our phase 2 launch, that's going to be stealth. We don't want a lot of attention here. Not yet. We want everyone to get their position. We want everyone to understand how to interact with the contract, what the strategy is, what to do, what not to do, and how to, help someone else. Because it is a P2P, person to person. You need to be able to explain this to somebody for you to get that great reward. You need in the secondary system, in the phase 2, you need to know how to do airdrops, how to be a great syndicate leader, so that the folks that are compounding every day and making you very wealthy quickly. Also feel that you're, getting all of that upstream tax, but you're also letting those funds flow downstream back to the people, all those many people. SK has over 10,000 people under him. There's another YouTuber called Bartertown in Drip. He's given over $200,000 in airdrop rewards to his team. We call it syndicate here. These are things we've consulted with these gentlemen. We've taken their advice. How can we make it better? How can we make it more sustainable? How can we make it safer? And that the little guy who's sitting in a hut in Indonesia in 2 years from now hears about this product and is able, with a couple of dollars, come in and make an investment. Because at Drip today, if you wanted to get your 15 levels of the rewards, it would cost you $296,000. That's not sustainable. That's not fair for the little guy. For 1% a day, that's a fantastic investment to get 1% a day. But if you don't have those rewards, tokens for $296,000, those whales that are sitting above you that have them, it's going to skip you and it's going to go to them. How's that sustainable? And even then, Padre, it's absolutely working. People are making a lot of money. So we're evening out the playing field. We're thinking about the little guy. We're combining two fantastic systems that are proven, upgrading them, making them more secure, bringing the marketing element, establishing a fantastic community that's here to help each other instead of, compete and try to, steal, referrals from each other. Every care, every thought has been put into this. We didn't copy and paste. We didn't just, do this in a lazy way like a lot of people have. And we believe that that's going to stand out. I think the quality of the work speaks for itself. And guys, we're set for major growth. I understand the anxiety. I understand the concerns. We are on their 7th day. We didn't have a bloodbath here. We know who came into this project as the first founding syndicate members. These are solid investors who are sitting there playing the long-term game, understanding that the little guy needs to see a group of investors that are going to hold the floor, hold the LTV, invest more, and let them take their 8% on the 7th day and be very happy and grow their network. Is there anyone else that wants to comment or ask a question? We'd love to hear from you.
Hey Atlas, how you doing, my man?
Fantastic, brother. Great to hear you.
So I'm a 7-day addict. I wake up every morning and I compound. And then before I go to bed, I compound. And I've been doing this for 7 days. And today, I compounded again.
Oh man, we'd love for you to get paid, but if you want to play the long game, you want to be the little guy that becomes a really big whale and play that strategy. Hey, listen, man, more power to you, brother.
Yeah, my strategy, truthfully, I want to be able to take out at least one stack every Wednesday, right? So
beautiful.
Compounding week or two. Like, that's where I was like, all right, well, let's keep. I was talking to somebody the other day, and it's like, no, you should take your initial out. And it's like, dude, truthfully, I've lost more within seconds on a token, and I'm 7 days in. I feel great about this. I'm compounding. I see the sustainability. Nothing is guaranteed in the future at the end of the day, right? I can't talk as far as coding and all of that stuff, but as far as who's behind this and just the way it's been going, and like you said, today's the 7th day and it's nowhere near a bloodbath. I've been watching that TVL to hopefully put in a little more money or to compound at that point. And literally it's going north instead of south. And it's like, okay, that's a great sign too, right?
People understand it, and you know, we know some people with you know, let's say some great compounds that would make your head spin, who understand that, you know, who's involved here, the track record, have done their due diligence, and they went, you know, they've gone in heavy to take a good position for themselves for the long term passive income. And most of those guys have told us we're not claiming. You know, we're going to let this thing go and grow, and we want everyone that comes in behind. We want them to take their 8% once a week. We want to see this community grow. We want to see the investment grow. Look, you need to set an example. If you're going to be, you know, quote unquote, a whale into a project, and you want to be respected, you need to be a floor holder. You need to work with the rest of the whales, and you need to have the interest of the little guy at heart, because if not, you will just destroy a project. And you know, the proof is in the contract. You're seeing that happen. And you know, thank you for you know, commenting on what we were just talking about, Solrak, about our initiative, our marketing. Every step, every precaution has been made and taken, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. It's just the way these things work. This is not a rush, you know, copy paste, you know, little type of, you know, let's get rich in a day type of thing. This is a long-term investment. And, you know, that's why we're here every night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, every day. Just like you're compounding every day, we're here every day. We want that interaction with you guys. We want these talks. We love, you know, hearing from folks like Brad, like yourself, you know, compounding, bringing 19 people in a few days, driving to their home, signing them up, you know, from fiat all the way to Crow. I mean, guys, this is fucking amazing. This is what this is about. And we're just getting started. So, man, you absolutely get it, man. You want to elaborate a little bit more?
No, just keep on compounding. I love that. You know, you don't see the Jeets, you don't see everybody trying to, like you said, a bloodbath, and you know, it's what we thought from the beginning, and it's great to actually see it executed. So keep it up, man. Congrats. And make some more money. Let's compound.
Hey, let's get this crypto, man.
Let's get it. And just like Bullish had just posted about us here, we got another exciting thing. So if everyone wants to go to the chat, here's a nice little post that the owner from Sphinx Labs just posted about us. And there's your post.
Steve H on fire. Let's go. Let's go, Steve H.
How do we get started? How do we purchase?
How do you what, sir?
How do we purchase? Or is there a pre-sale, or how is this going to work?
Well, it's not a token. Okay, this is a passive income miner smart contract.
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar with how miners work?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, we just got started. Today is officially the 7th day. We're sitting at a 1 million Crow, you know, benchmark that we just crossed yesterday. We have a great, you know, floor here of 807 investors. So it's as early as they can get on the 7th day, man.
All right.
The strategy here is a 6-to-1 compound. 6 days you compound, 1 day you pay yourself up to 8%.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, it's you shut up a little late, man. We had a couple of guys in here talking about how the investment is going. Here, I'm gonna see if one wants to come in and talk to you.
All right.
Do you mind putting the mute so because there's a little bit of an echo that's coming through?
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Landlord 305.
Yeah.
Yep, and you know, also to add, we will be having our main token, you know, our upcoming launch that will be in the next week or so. You know, we're not releasing the date. That'll be give or take. It will be soon. So, you know, that is going to provide sustainability and long-term decrease of volatility over the entire ecosystem. So we're really excited. There's a lot more to come. This is just the beginning, guys. So if you're looking to invest and you don't understand, I would suggest waiting on investing. Make sure you learn about the project, get the education you need, and contact anybody on the team. we're always helping people, and we're always happy to help. So don't hesitate.
Thank you, Steve H. Hey, Brad, you want to give a little short introduction here to Mr. Landlord 305, if you're still with us on what you've been able to do in these past couple of days with our phase 1 miner.
No worries, dude. Of course. So I was completely new to crypto, Landlord. I'm in one project previous to this, and I came in, I learned, I listened, and I went out and I spoke to people. I saw the opportunity here, and basically, in the first few days, I managed to sign 19 people, 12. No, it's not 12. It's 14 directly my own investors, and then I taught my team well, because I explained everything really well, which is just passing the information down from Atlas and Fortunate and Pumpty and my syndicate leader Dilo. They were then able to go out and speak to people, and they got their own investors, and now we're sitting at, I think there's like 22. I'm losing track of the numbers. I think there's like 22, 24 people. Not all of them signed up yet, because they, some people still need some more information, and I haven't had the time to actually physically see and speak to everyone. I've been driving to their homes, setting up MetaMasks and crypto.coms, because not a single person involved had any previous crypto experience. I have no social media, which I think's a huge factor, because I haven't posted anything anywhere. I've just been calling people that I care about, that I wanted to get involved, because I believe in the project and I saw its potential. And after a week, I've gone from having being in one passive earning crypto project that wasn't a miner to being here with all of these guys and joining the AMAs every night. And I'm pretty up on this stuff now, and I've been here a week, and I'm doing really well, and my team's doing well, and everybody's adopted the 6-and-1 strategy, and everybody's loving it. I'm getting comments every single day. I've got a little WhatsApp group that I've put my team in, and we're all interacting in there. We've got our own little community inside a bigger community, and everybody's loving it, and it's going fantastic. And again, no social media, very little previous, well, next to no previous crypto experience. Just listen, learn, passed it on, been very transparent, no hamming it up, just showing hard numbers, keeping an Excel spreadsheet, which has been a huge help, because visuals are better than telling people. It's math. Math does not lie, and I'm in a fantastic position. I feel like I'm months in, and I'm not even a week in. So yeah.
How are those compounds looking there, Brad?
Today's the first day that I'm gonna compound 4 times in a day, and this guys, I'm gonna keep saying this. It's not a boast. They're all over 1,000 Crow. One of them's 19, one's 17, 100. I don't really. I've been told not to talk too much about numbers and stuff, but I've earned more today passively and reinvested it than I earned in my job in a month, and that's not joking.
Oh man,
and that is today. Man. So
let's fucking go, bro.
Let's fucking play, guys.
Man, you're on fire, brother. And this is something Landlord 305 that we're all experiencing. Not everyone has put the work in to the level that Brad has. But if you want to, you can. The opportunity is there. I mean, who doesn't want a up to 8% system. With the phase 2 coming in about a week. I mean, it's caught on fire, man. The community is loving every part of it. We see Aphrodite Morales here. I know she's growing a syndicate over in Australia. Already 21 people in her group, and there's people that are really understanding. They're buying into what real DeFi long-term investment is about, and you have to sometimes just step back and let the compounding do what it does. Like Brad was saying, numbers are law; they don't lie. You just need to let it do its course. Go walk your dog. Go live your life. Stop. Trying to find the next 100x and getting your ass handed to you over and over again. This is an opportunity for a lot of folks to come and step away from the hot stove. Take your hand off of it and take a step back. Let your crypto do the work for you the way it should be. There's going to be some folks there, sitting in Cardano. I love Charles Hawkins. I love Cardano, but if you're going to sit there for years waiting for it to get to $10, is that crypto really working for you? Is that providing you cash flow, a passive income? If it's not, you need to, sit down. You need to look at your investment strategy, and you need to, start with a little. You don't need a lot. That's the beautiful part about this. A little turns into a lot. Pennies to dollars, dollars to tens of dollars to hundreds of dollars to thousands of dollars, and so forth and so on. But you have to start somewhere. You have to start someday. And if you bring someone to enjoy and take advantage of that opportunity, having 12% of their deposit coming not from their pocket, actually from the LTV, the whole investment pool, that's a fantastic thing. If they bring 100 Crow and they deposit it, they're getting 95. There's a 5% in and out fee. Very simple, very affordable. It's not greedy, and it's all sustainable. And all that liquidity is going over to our phase 2, to our token project, our upgraded Drip 2.0, where we've made so many changes to make it fair for the little guy that's going to join 6 months from now, a year from now. That's the direction we're going. I'm going to open it up as we're going to get, pretty near on 2 hours into tonight's podcast. I do want to see if anybody else has another question or comment. We'd love to hear from you.
Hey Atlas, how's it going? I had one quick question before I get in bed.
Go right ahead, sir.
In regards of like the Twitter spaces and stuff, will there be like a combined Twitter space for both phases of the projects?
Twitter spaces for both parts of the project. Maybe you can elaborate, or I'm not sure I understand your question really.
Like, will it be like Twitter? If y'all come up for Twitter, will there be one for Eternity Earn and another one for?
No, it's gonna be under one flagship.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to double check and just making sure on that part.
Fantastic, man. You have a great night, and we'll talk tomorrow again, probably around the same time, and we'll see how those compounds are going, brother. You take care of yourself.
Thank you.
All right, man. We got the lead head in the house. How you doing, buddy? We're on 2 hours here at the podcast.
Nah, I was handling some stuff, man.
Man, it's been on fire. Some great investors.
What are you doing, Ryan? Just chilling?
I'm on TikTok, sir.
Two more announcements before we end here. So,
Yo, Ryan, are we getting ready for that launchpad orgy?
Hell yeah. I got Moonforce's approval, and dude, their KYC's trash. It's hilarious.
Yeah, we ain't worried about that, man. We found a decent KYC process here. It's going to be actually centralized. So, most of the companies here in the continental United States and over in Japan and stuff like that use this one company that we found today.
Hell yeah.
You
Hey, so
still
I
on
actually had a question.
TikTok, sir?
Ask away. I hear you. I'll be on TikTok in a minute, bro.
All right.
I need to get on TikTok.
What's up, Ryan?
No, I was gonna ask if I don't claim this 7th day of this week, is that bad?
Absolutely not.
I mean, it's up to you guys how you want to design it, man. We just, as a community, people, the community's strong in a sense, and people are just trying to get it to where it's got a good floor. I think everybody's waiting for the second phase to come out, man. And
Yeah.
then because what normally happens is you get, usually it's the first, the second phase is launched first, and then the minor as well. We came at it this way in regards to counter a bunch of stuff, and you guys will see it. Um, it's going to be structurally sound, man, throughout both sides, and um, to me, I think most people are just waiting for the second phase to drop out so they can start building their downlines. And what normally a lot of teams will do then is like either they'll do like an either or. Like 1 week they'll do a claim from one and then push half of it over into the reserve and or what we call the minor, or vice versa. So they do a lot of alternating to keep both healthy, and it's but the community has come strong here. So I mean, they're just, that's why I have the 29-1 on me.
Awesome.
I mean, long and the short of it is the compound is up to you guys. I mean, how you guys want to do your compounding.
Okay. And so if I do like a claim in a couple weeks, does that lower your percentage?
It's supposed to lower your ROI to a certain percentage for a couple of days until it builds back up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same thing. If you're doing on the 7th day, 1 time per week, that's the optimal strategy in order to be able to stay as close to the 8% as possible. That's why we encourage that at the bare minimum. We don't want folks to claim 2-3 times a week because they're the contract's going to punish them for it. It's there to deter and sort of do a instant karma mathematical balance for anyone that wants to come and drain the liquidity by trying to get their investment back too early, or bring them down below 1%. So if you stay at that 6-1, you're fantastic. You're at the optimal strategy. If you want to extend that to a 14-1, a 29-1, or further, you're just going to push yourself into a better position in the liquidity pool because you're getting ahead of those that have actually claimed before you. So that is a great strategy. If someone's a little little investor and they want to become a whale, that's something that they could do in order to take their position to the highest level. However, we encourage every investor here to really buy into the 6-1. We want people to get their initials back. This is a passive income play. Think of it as a paycheck per week of up to 8% of your deposits, and once you get that initial under that strategy, you're pretty much sailing on the water. It's pure profit. You're cash flowing at that point. It's a fantastic way to compound and at the same time pay yourself.
Freaking dope.
Let's get this crypto, man. So anyone else want to join us, maybe share a little bit about their investment, their compounding, ask any questions, or someone that just came in from some of the advertising that's Steve H has got going on fire right now. Pretty much got us trending in so many different areas. And we thank him for giving us the opportunity to educate all of the members that we have here already. So when other folks hear about us, they come here. We have 807 members last time I checked. We are here to receive them with open arms, answer any question, explain to them how the strategy works, talk a bit about our phase 2, with 15 levels of rewards available to them, with massive growth available. And make sure that they understand that they're going to get the most out of the investment. We'll be waiting for them, and I think we're at that stage. We're ready to receive more investors that want to come and join us. If there's no one else that has a question, I think we are going to look at a video that was created by our in-house branding department. Mr. Gordy put something really nice together for us. Let's wait a little bit to see if anyone has a question. Before we start, it's about a 5-minute video. It's really going into how to actually use the MetaMask and get your crypto over to the Crow system with a little bit of our in-house branding following, in the overall image and the way we want to make presentations of our content, giving you guys the tools to go ahead and send that over to a friend or another investor that you met along the way, or maybe a family member, somebody that you wanted to present this to. And maybe you don't have the time, like Brad here, to drive to 19 people's homes and sit with them to set up their MetaMask, get them, to open a crypto.com account, go, deposit their fiat, wait the 24-hour whitelist period to be able to move their crypto and get into the investment. This is a tool that will save you some gas and time having to go over face to face. So I'll go ahead and cue that up. If anybody wants to talk, go right ahead.
Yep, definitely. We've been working hard on the video here. Apologies for the delay, but we wanted to make sure it's right, all the info is correct, and we will be releasing some shill templates. I hate the word shill, but promotional templates that everybody can use here. You'll be able to go out to people with confidence. You'll be able to show them what it's all about, show them the video, show them the information that are on the templates, and include your referral link in there. We want to give you guys the tools in the best way to make sure that you have everything you need. And if you don't, please don't hesitate to come to us, ask us for something, make suggestions. We're a community here. This is not a dictatorship, so we are always open for great ideas. And I hope you guys like the video. And on top of all the marketing that has been dropped here, as you see, we've been growing pretty quickly in the group itself. We've already added 20 members or so in the last 10, 20 minutes. We're growing very fast. But there will be a lot more coming. We'll have some influencers tweeting, talking, posting, taking care of us out there. As Atlas said, there are a lot of people who owe me favors, and I like to be good to people, and because of that, people are good to me, and they know I'm an honest guy, and we like to do things the right way. So I'm really excited to start, really getting the ball rolling and rocking and rolling here, because this is my favorite part of the job. So really, really excited for what's going to be coming, what this project is going to do, and how it can really, in my mind, revolutionize crypto with the way the ecosystem feeds between each other, and the way the ecosystem will become sustainable, which has never really been truly achieved with the ROI projects at higher rates, just like this one. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. I'll be dropping more tonight, and we'll have a lot more coming here in no time whatsoever. So as always, feel free to hit us up. We are here, and glad to have you guys here as well.
Great job, Steve H. Fantastic work you're doing here. And it is definitely very well appreciated. Smackworth, you want to speak with us, have some questions?
I just want to say thank you and good night. You guys are awesome.
Thank you for being here. You're awesome as well, and we hope you're taking advantage. And we'll be here every day, just like you compound every day. Thank you for spending time with us tonight.
And thank you. Take care, guys.
Take care.
Yeah. And also, before we get going too on the video, I did want to thank Bullish, the token that just posted us in their group. And also wanted to thank Sphinx Labs. They posted us as well. And a lot of great things going. I normally don't like to do that, but it's something that with great people around, and great traction that we're getting, and for them as well. It's a one hand washes the other, and we are really happy to have Sphinx and to have Bullish do that for us today, and just a nice little shout out for him. So if anybody else has any questions, feel free to speak up. Then Atlas, go ahead and do the video.
Steve,
Go ahead.
thanks, Steve. Steve, when will the templates be available? Because I've actually got a couple of people asking me about them. They were going to post to their Twitters and all their social medias and stuff, and I said, look, just hold up, because the marketing guy is fantastic in the team, and he's created some templates. They look really professional and whatnot. But are they available now, or will they be available soon?
I mean, if you want, I could go ahead and shoot me a DM. I'll DM you some of the things I have. I do want to polish them and just go over them with a fine-tooth comb before we send them out publicly. But maybe that's something you could look over with me, see if you have any ideas of ways to have it more polished and ways to really get the point across. So, like I said, we're onboarding you. But great job, Brad. Really love the story, really love the commitment, and we're so happy to have you here.
Thank you, mate. Very much appreciated. I'm, as you can tell, very happy to be here. But I'll shoot you a DM, mate. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much. To answer the question as well, we will have them out this evening, I'm guessing within an hour or two. Just want to make sure everything's correct and good for you guys to go ahead and run it.
Yeah, we need a little bit of time on the video because we actually don't want to do the stream from any of our team computers. So I'm trying to see if one of our mods or admins will be able to actually do it if they're not on a phone. Let me ask here a second. Fortunate, are you on a PC or just on a phone device at the moment?
I'm on a mobile device, sir.
Okay, I think Pumpty Dumpty, are you on a mobile device?
Yo.
Okay.
You're asking for the stream, right?
Correct. Yes, I was telling him that we were trying to see if one of our mods was on a PC so that we wouldn't have to do it from our own streaming. But are you able to do it from a different app that's not your streaming from inside of your Telegram, so that it doesn't compromise our personal data for the project?
I got everything. I got the name closed everywhere, so we should be ready to go. Yeah.
Okay. Well, whenever you're ready, let us know, and we'll all mute our microphones. And if you're able to like expand the window so it kind of covers the most of the video, we'll just go ahead and get started whenever you're ready. Take your time.